Welcome back, my lovely, handsome Kings of War buddies. And hello to all you ugly people too. I love you equally, albeit at a comfortable distance. Can't be too careful. Well, first off, the Rules Committee have released an FAQ update. I haven't downloaded it yet because I'm waiting for the usual nauseating firestorm of nasal bleating rules lawyer shitposting to calm down. I do have a statement here from the Rules Committee though, which says, Dear babies, why don't you go your with a... I heard your mum with a prosthetic leg, which is nice. In slightly happier news, Mantic Open Day went off without a hitch. Rob Berman sacrificed sustenance and possibly his sanity to bring us a brilliant day of reveals, including some amazing new miniatures, from which we all agree the Ratkin were the most important. Yay, Ratkin! We also saw some concept art for the next phase of Armada Boats, which had me visibly aroused, which if I'm honest will teach me to watch the Open Day at the same time as video calling my parents. The Into the Rift campaign is trundling onwards, and despite teething problems technologically speaking, you can still check out the campaign tracker on the Tabletop Conflict site for updates. Some of the players have really gotten into the swing with some fun story updates from Matt James via YouTube and Matt Gorham on his blog. I'm sure people not called Matt have also done story updates, but you know, they're probably not as good. It's been nice to see Nick Williams returning to the Kings of War internet a little bit, showing off what must be the 203rd Ogre army he's painted, but this time with 3D printed editions, but also releasing his Universal Battle Damage Analyzer. If you're tired of Johnny McBadsport whining that they lost because of dice, this analyzer should prove once and for all that computer-generated dice results are random? Who'd have thought it? So remember, and this comes from an expert, your go-to why now is that the dice were biased on critical combats only. There's no way they can prove that. There's nothing that gets me more excited than someone posting their first ever Kings of War army, and Jose Manuel Reguera Frausto is no exception, not least due to his excellent name that I failed to pronounce properly. -1 points though for accompanying his elf army with a quote from the Silmarillion, which is the worst fantasy book ever written. Fight me. People seem to have noticed that Bastille still has an army list, and I really like Ross Novella's army that he posted in the Hegemony of Bastille group. It's a departure from the normal shiny Basilean paint job, as it's got some lovely warm earth tones, making it feel gritty and realistic. I noticed the superbly named Richnutter posting his first Kings of War unit in a local group. These butchers are brilliant! Keep it up, Rich! Jan July has spent a year procrastinating over the non-metallic metals on his Idol of Shobik. Turns out that procrastination is the route to excellent. Fantastic job on this auto-include overpowered nonsense unit. Chris Evans posted a little link in the Revenant Kings of Mantica group that led me to his undead-themed blog, where he's recently updated with this utterly fantastic Kitbash mounted necromancer being carted around by a couple of zombie slaves. It's bloody brilliant! Well, that's it for this week. I'm off to my with a because I like to which is less comfortable than it sounds.